Hey, good evening, you guys. How you guys doing today? This is your man Chauncey, and quickly, I just wanted to come and discuss a few things with you. Something that I found that I was desperately necessary for myself. How to be more resilient. In my life, as things are changing up for me, for both me and my wife, and our business, work schedule, as well as what we want to do later on down the line. It is basically I what I want to discuss for those of us that are creators, entrepreneurs, and high level operators. Kind of like a quick guide just to discuss resilience and how if you practice it, by way of practicing it, it can transform your life as well as your leadership. I mean, today, Friday, I said I am taking today off from work. I am. It's a lot going on. I just need a moment for Chauncey. And so I took a moment off because each and every day of our life, we face immense pressures with our job as supervisors, as employees, managing our business. This Sunday, I believe, yeah, we have a pop up shop, but tomorrow my wife is going to be doing some coaching for someone. She's landed another opportunity, if you can believe that. It just seems like the manifestation we ask for it and it just starts happening. Uh, Balancing your personal responsibilities, resilient isn't just a buzzword, it's a survival skill. And that's something I want you guys to ride along with me for a little bit. Because did you know that about 90% of business leaders report that burnout at least once in their life, in their careers? And I can tell you, from a military to civilian, this is one thing that I found out very cool about myself today. Um, and it's not like, I mean, the information's there, but you have to be willing to do the work. Grab my DD 214. I remember someone telling me just bring it in for my registration on my plates. I got my veterans plate and I don't have to pay for my tabs. That's like, wow, you know, just doing that small bit of work. It's, $20, 100 some dollars, no matter what it is, you benefit from it. You served your country, you did your thing. There are things, there are benefits for those of us that are veterans. We just have to put forth the effort. We have to do it. As creators, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and high level operators, there are so many opportunities available to us that we have to but first outline um, what are those things and how, if we would but be resilient, how it really matters to us. Our ability to recover quickly from challenges or setbacks. Uh, as leaders, the importance of leadership help to maintain clarity under tremendous pressure, a lot of pressure sometimes. Improve your decision making during a crisis. That's another thing. Inspire your team, those that as a supervisor that are under me, to remain steadfast during uncertainty. Sometimes they have to be the ones that make executive decisions. If I'm not there at work, they may choose to leave it there, but then guess what? When I do get there, it's going to be left to them to get it done. So once you train a person, like when me and my wife, we have our pop up shop this weekend, we know the night before, prepare, prepare, prepare. So we'll be ready to go out to a new spot to do the things that we have to do. I think my wife was saying, like, there has to be, in this area, we have a black tent that we use, but they want everyone to have a white tent. So I guess tomorrow we'll be shopping to see if there's a white tent available for us. A lot of times, things that go on with us as CEOs, um, it always stems around our mindset. And what are some of those key things that you as a creator, as an entrepreneur, and as an operator, who performs at a high level? What are some of those things that you do? Drop in on the YouTube page in the comments. Drop me a quick note. Just let me know, how do you handle those when things just come up, those pressures. Like I told you, for me, um, by way of the 5 a.m. club with Ramit Sharma, that 20-20-20 formula, it's just critical. You got to get that workout in the morning. You have to be able to do 20 minutes of reflection and then finally 20 minutes of growth by way of, you know, like I told you guys about the book that I'm picked up a read in, the Consulting Bible. It's a very important book to me because as I begin to wind down my career of military and federal service, close to 30 years, I'm looking to launch into something different. But key to it, mindset, the heart set, your health set, and your soul set, those are pivotal areas because your mindset focuses on that of your psychology and the way that you're going to be dealing with things on a day in and day out basis. How you're going to cultivate things for both yourself as well as for those that work for you or in partnership with you. So growing your mindset is crucial. When it comes to your heart set, focusing on your emotions. So across that spectrum, you know how to bounce back from any setbacks that might hit your way, as well as any opportunities that may come your way. you know your emotions are, you try to keep them even killed because excitement can be there or despair can be there at the same time. So it's always maintaining that serious balance in all of those areas that I like to talk about. uh, Use of positive self-talk during tough times. We oftentimes find ourselves, and like I say again, that's what I like about the 20-20-20 formula, because it gives you that period to peek in on each of those pillars, interior pillars that are very important when it comes to your health set and trying to start something new, um, whether it's, a different workout or form of a workout, uh, as well as, like I say again, when it comes time to when it time for meditation, your spirituality is just soul set is just critical because that's what we are. We are spiritual people and human beings. As we walk this, some people seem very soulless, but don't forget that we are very physical and mental people. Your mental wellness, your mental health. You're hearing more and more about this nowadays. Highlight the concentration on your physical health and your resilience, encouraging people. I talk about almost in each and every one of my videos, segments that I have, encouraging regular exercise, getting adequate sleep, and balanced nutrition. Like I told you, when I go to work, when I make it my smoothie in the morning, my Rottweiler, she's getting a fruit bowl with her peanut butter and fruits and vegetables, and she likes it a lot. Uh, Practicing things like meditation and deep breathing is a core process. That Navy SEALs breathing technique, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding it for 8 seconds, and then exhaling it for 4 seconds. Breathing through your nose, exhaling through your mouth is just pivotal. It's just, you know, it makes for each and every day, to be productive, the way we should see it along those lines. We also talk about, some of the key things that I often talk about is always open communication. It's not just my way or the highway, it's two-way communication. If I say something, you have every right to come back and communicate to me about certain things, helping to bring solutions to problems. You know, how we go about ensuring that there's a shared effort. And, it's just not bring it to me to give you an answer. What do you wish to contribute? Or how can we contribute? Have you reached out to those that can give assistance? Networking with others. It's always a critical component to that. And then, when we know that we have things that we need to do as CEOs, those of us that are creators, entrepreneurs, as well as high level operator, we have to set boundaries. That can be hard, especially if you have family, you have young children, you have loved ones. You need moments for yourself, as well as giving time for others, but you have to set those boundaries, you know, both for your work as well as for your personal, your professional, and your personal life. You have to have those boundaries set clear. When I leave out here and I'm going to work, I'm bringing that in. And me and my wife, we know if we need to call or discuss. Same with my children, even though they're young adults. If they need to call me, ask me questions, if I can take their call, I will. If not, that little button on there says, I'll call you back. It's used. It's nothing wrong with that. Their world will not shatter. Sometimes it'll help them even answer their own questions. That's what makes it all that much better. You know, talk about the this is what's really important about letting go of perfectionism. That was hard for me. And I mean, I try not to have them, but accepting failures if they do come. I mean, nobody's perfect. When I day trade, I don't have always have winning goals of times of winning, but I try to. They call it risk management when you're day trading. One of the critical things about day trading is learning. I mean, a lot of time as I'm learning consultant, sometimes I don't get the person that can give me a yes. I sometimes get the person that, oh, well, no, we're not interested in that. I have to understand that. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're all, wow, how do you deal with it? What is your way of, as a leader, that you keep moving forward? A lot of people, ooh, sometimes they don't like hearing that no. That's hard for them. And like I say again, a lot of times resilience is all about your mindset, the wellness, how you prepare, your support system, who you can bounce back on. Like I say again, whether it's my wife, whether it's other people that I connect and coordinate with. I have a group out here. It's called Mental Health. Is a group where men get together and just talk. You know, which is a cool spot. It's over at a brewery, and there's normally Thursday night football that goes on. Really good spot, but just man can be man and just chop it up, and it's when it's available. I think they do it every other Thursday, so maybe this Thursday coming up. Definitely have to check it out. I know I do for myself, but if you have a support group that you would like to share in the chat for what it is that you do, both men and women, sometimes just as easy as talking to someone that's really close to you as a friend over the telephone. So my call to action is that for those of you, I would definitely like to hear, how do you get yourself ready for some of those challenging opportunities that you find yourself having to go into when you have setbacks or disappointments? How do you get yourself back into the swing of things? Also, realize it's Friday, it's the weekend. Give yourself opportunity to decompress, to allow yourself to woosah the day away. I mean, it's 9 o'clock here, 6 o'clock on the West Coast. 7 o'clock Midwest or whatever. But you guys have a great weekend. Again, if you've this video spark something in you, I encourage you, the viewers, to like, to subscribe, as well as to share. I really appreciate it. Again, thanks to the people that do give comments in it. That's very, very awesome. Right here at the heart, it makes me feel good. And like I say again, this weekend going into it, if you live on the West Coast or anywhere that's cold, trust to believe, not down in some sunny tropical area, bundle up, dress warmly, stay in the house, keep the heat on if you can. It's that time for nice soups and chilies and beans, rice, and cornbread. That's one of my staples. But always, always honor yourself so you can honor others. Love yourself so you can love others. And respect yourself so you can respect others. And as Robert Sharma would say, own your morning, elevate your life. You guys have a great night and a great weekend. We'll talk tomorrow. Goodbye.